Hi, everyone. I'm Ben. I'm going to share a little bit about methods working group that I've been part of since last year. A little bit about myself. I was a PhD student in University of Florida, major in interdisciplinary ecology. I graduated end of last year, and I'm currently a postdoc in Northwestern University here in Chicago. Now, I first got involved in FE sort of exactly the same time last year, which kind of feels like ages ago. It was participating in FE Student Association workshop, and then I'm really interested in forecasting methods, and that kind of leads me to joining the monthly call of the methods and also cyber infrastructure working group monthly call. As you would imagine, the methods working group focus on the how and the tools behind ecological forecasting. The methods working group has been working on creating what we call FE task views. You can think of it as a series of blog posts that talks about the methods and the tools that you would use to create a good quality ecological forecasting project. The first of the task views was reproducible forecasting workflows, which was actually published last year. And as you can see from the contents here, we go through scripted analysis, project structures, all the way down to continuous integrations and automations and containerizations. For my part, I personally am involved in the second task views, which we kind of hopefully will be able to publish it in the upcoming month. Again, as you can see from the contents here, we're focusing on talking about some of the models that you will create in a forecasting project, and what are the tools, what are the packages that you would use to create these models. We also talk about a little bit about how do you quantify the uncertainties of these models, and finally end it with data simulations. Well, something that I want to emphasize here, the working group really welcomes everyone's contribution to these task views. And in fact, the first two persons that were working on these task views, getting things put together, were actually myself and Abby. We were PhD students. Definitely, at least for me, I'm definitely not the experts of most, if not all, of these topics that are listed here. But it was definitely a great learning experience for me to put things together, to research through some of these topics, and to actually get contributors, get other experts to join, to write some of these sections. Our work group's next major focus is on the fourth task views, which is about visualization, decision support tools, and user interfaces. And I think this is a topic that I think many of us, graduate students, would be really passionate about, to talk about the tools, how we would communicate our fantastic, great forecasting models to general audience, to decision makers, for example. The methods working group will be working closely with the social science group on these particular task views, and I think we would really love many of us to be able to contribute to these task views. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to talk more about the working group if you are interested in.